Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for support if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, it is October 8, 2024, and prayers to everybody in Florida. And I hope you guys that are in Florida right now, and if you're still in Florida, hopefully you have a plan on what to do, right? So hopefully by now you have created a plan for yourself. If you're, they're telling people to evacuate or you will die. So I mean, I think that's not a good idea to do that to people, but um, we live in a world that good ideas don't exist anymore. People just putting out fear, fear, fear. They want to draw you off your fear. They want is confusion and fear. War, confusion and fear. Low frequencies, right? That's what they thrive in, right? So they thrive in low frequencies, and that's all they keep doing to us is this continuing to put us in low frequencies and darkness, and we need to rise above it, right? So hopefully you guys are okay, and you guys will be okay. Some of you guys are not gonna leave Florida, and some of you guys are. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Of course, if you're on Patreon or in the Telegram groups, you can always ask for help if you need help in any way, shape, or form. And hopefully everybody can work together to bring help to the people that need it in the state of Florida. All right. LUNC here is at 408652 and down 3% today. The markets are kind of like blah today as we anticipated this massive core category 5 storm that is coming in. Looks like it's manipulated, weather harp manipulated, but you just never know, whatever, it does look manipulated though. But that's that. I talked about it on Patreon, so if you want to listen to that in detail, just watch the Intel video on Patreon. Oh yeah, by the way, I decided not to talk about the election thing, that and the thing about the secret about the election stuff and the deep state Illuminati stuff, because I thought that number one, I got to be careful, and number two, I want the enemy to step in the trap. So if the enemy wants to take that trap, let them take the trap. Okay. And then we'll see what happens. And if they do take the trap and they do exactly what I was going to talk about, then we will see the results, and then you guys will figure out what I was talking about. All right. Um, if they don't, then they don't. But I'm not going to put it out there in detail so that they can go, oh my God, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's do something different now. Right. So let them do exactly what they want to do and let them step in the trap. I'm not going to help them out. Right. So, and the number three, God wins in the end, regardless of what happens. Right. God always wins in the end. Right. So he sits on the throne, and he's on the throne for eternity. All right, so here's LUNC and 408655. We're down 3%. We're now under a $500 million market cap. There's no reason why we're under a $500 million market cap when we have rate cuts. We got another 50 basis rate cut coming in November 7th. We have Feds printing and buying up debt like never before. Even though the bond market has come up significantly over the last 3 weeks, we need to be watching that carefully. But either way, the Feds are still going to be buying debt, and they're also doing QE, right? We're in the process of QE. So we have elections, we have QE, we have Feds buying debt, and we have rate cuts. And for some reason, the markets just the altcoin markets, excuse me, because the meme coin markets have been strong this year, but for some reason, the altcoin markets are just not moving. Bitcoin and meme coins have been strong. Altcoins have been awful, right? And as you can see, LUNC cannot even hold a $500 million market cap in that environment. That is an environment to go up significantly, right? You talking about elections rally, rate cuts, aggressive rate cut. We had a 50 basis point rate cut, and then we're about to do another 50 basis point most likely in November 7th, right? And then you have QE, quantitative easing. How do you not go up, right? Significantly during this time period, right? And so it's just really weird. It's really weird environment that we have everything set up to go higher for the markets, and the altcoins are like, we don't really care. We're just gonna sit right here regardless. And it's just that just tells you that there's a lot of suppression in the altcoins, right? So the altcoins are being suppressed significantly because the environment is set up for them to really take off here, and they refuse to. Okay, so 28 million in volume as well, and we have 5.710 there for the circulating supply, and we have this one level. We have to break that one level of suppression as well. All right, let's go here to Luna. And Luna is also down 3% today, 260 million market cap. We're watching to see when Kim Jong, not Kim Jong, I was about to say Kim Jong Un, what the freak, Do Kwon and and CZ are going to come together and maybe merge the chains together in a new plan, maybe in a new merge the chains together and then create something new with massive burns and stuff as well. We don't know if that's we're waiting to see if any of that type of stuff is going to be happening in the future. So we just have to wait and see. Um, okay, 51 million in volume today, which is up 71%. Wow. Okay. And circulating supply is stable at 709 million. Let's check out the still in the red. And okay, so just waiting it out here to see how this one plays out. And the big one everybody's talking about, of course, is USTC, the most and really the most important right now, because if we continue to struggle to repeg this thing and get the thing up, because people that are against the chain continue to dump this thing at record levels, and they don't want it to come up to 30, 40, 50 cents because they know it's going to explode LUNC, then we're gonna have some, then we have to wait it out. It's only a problem temporarily because every day that goes on, we're burning more tokens. We're burning more. As long as we have a burn tax, can you imagine not having a burn tax? People wouldn't have any hope. There would be no hope for the future of LUNC and USDC except for a bull cycle that hopefully we can have one. But nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed that we're gonna have a bull cycle, folks. Right? Just like people said, 100,000 is coming. Cliff High Data says 100,000 this year, and it didn't happen. Right? Why it didn't happen? The year that was supposed to, I think, was 2 years ago. Right? Because they did the ETFs, right? They approved the Bitcoin ETF, and all of that money went into that ETF instead, right? Um, and then last year it didn't happen either. And so this year I'm calling for 80,000. I think it will happen if Donald Trump is president. I think we will. I think we will see it because we're going to see a short squeeze, in my opinion. And I think people like Warren Buffett and other billionaires that have pulled out of the market significantly, they're going to take a lot of that cash and they're going to pump it right back into the markets, knowing that Donald Trump is literally the Wall Street king. You know what I mean? So, um, anyways, I think we will see a massive short squeeze if Donald Trump wins the elections. Okay. So this is the one, and you can see this one's down 7%. So we have enemies on this one. This USTC has enemies, and I told you guys from the beginning that we were focusing on the wrong token at the beginning. When you're rebuilding the Luna Classic chain and the Terra chain, we need to be focusing on USTC, because if we can get USTC into that 30, 40, 50 cents plus area, then it's going to absolutely send Luna and LUNC to the freaking moon. And I kept telling you guys we're focusing on the wrong token. We're burning the wrong. We should have asked Binance to burn USTC and not Luna Classic, right? Luna Classic, we don't need to burn Luna Classic right now. We need to be burning USTC so we can repeg it. And then if we can get USTC up to 50 cents, 60 cents, a dollar, then guess what? LUNC burns on its own, right? LUNC will burn on its own. Right? LUNC will burn significantly and it will skyrocket, right? If we just get USTC to have value. So what the validators are doing, what the validators did was they made everybody focus on LUNC knowing that the secret was USTC. And I made a video on that, right? I said the hidden secret of USTC or whatever the video, I'm not sure what it was called, but I told you guys that the secret is USTC. This is how Luna was so successful because of UST. Luna wasn't successful on its own. It was successful because of UST. They were able to peg UST at $1, and then they created a staking platform for it at 20%. And what happened was when you were staking your UST, it was stable at $1, and you were getting 20% APR. And what people did was they were getting that every day, every I think maybe every second, every day, whatever they were getting, and then they were swapping it daily for Luna, and that's what made Luna so valuable. See, the validators that hate the chain, they made you one of they made you look at LUNC and say we need to burn LUNC. We everything's about LUNC, and they made you forget about USTC because that's the key. So when I came in and said, nope, we're doing it backwards. The key is USTC. That's when they started hating me. That's when we started to see all this hatred and all this stuff, right? Because they realized that I knew that they were lying, right? When you it's just like a Dave, and I even compared it to Dave Ramsey's plan. Dave Ramsey's plan is you pay off the smallest debt first, so that you can gain momentum and courage, and you start getting happiness, and you get those happy feelings once you start paying off your debt, smallest to largest. See, these people wanted you to focus on LUNC, and because they knew that if you focus on LUNC, which has at that time had, I don't know, 8 trillion tokens in circulation or something like that. Like if you focus on that, it's going to take you years to pay to prosper because you're focusing on the wrong one, right? And I was like, guys, there's another token there that's actually only has like 10 billion in circulation, and that's the one we should take down back to 1 billion, and peg it, repeg it up at $1, and then stake it, and then turn on staking, and then we can pump the crap out of Luna Classic and just follow the same model. This time around, though, we don't have an algorithm stable coin though. We just do it by buying pressure and burning supply, right? And so that's what happened, and that's where we are right now. And you can see that these validators are fighting against USTC's tooth and nail. I mean, you could just look at their activity. I mean, this is just crazy. Why is it down 7%? Because they're fighting against it, right? They're fighting. They understand that the community is waking up, that this is the key. If you want to be a billionaire in lung, this is the key right here. You got to get this thing up to 30, 40, 50 cents. And then that's going to absolutely explode LUNC and Luna 2.0. Right. So I've been talking about that for 2 years. And remember, these are the same people that said I was stupid. And yet I've been right. I've been right on literally almost everything. Like it's just been incredible. No wonder why they call me stupid. Right. Right? So they don't want nobody listening to me. The guy who called Bitcoin at $500, they don't want, why would you want to listen to me? Right? So, yeah, no wonder they called me stupid. So I would too if I was the enemy of the chain, right? I don't want people listening to this guy, you know. So this is the coin we said was the most important for the Terra chain, and to be able to get LUNC and Luna Classic, Luna 2.0 and Luna Classic really going into the upside. We needed this thing right here to start to make its move, right? And at some point it will, because you can see that it's curling, it's turning. This is a big smiley face here. So at some point it will break through, and then when it pulls back, it's going to pull back to the dinar RV price range. And so they are trying to prevent. Look at this choppy action here. This is all of the validators just trying their hardest to keep it from going up. It's the same type of action we're seeing with Digibyte as well. Somebody is massively short Digibyte, and they are trying their hardest to keep it from short squeezing on them. And so if you see Digibyte up like 1,000% in 24 hours, that's because somebody somebody got short squeezed, and they have to cover $3, $4, $5 billion in naked shorts. And unfortunately that's what we're dealing with in the crypto community. People are illegally shorting and doing all types of things to suppress these tokens. And the time is here for the release, and so we will see these things short squeeze. We are in the season of release and short squeezes, and so just stand by for all that. All right. Diamond Hand says, Mr. Diamond Hand says 22 days until TFL burns the Shuttle Bridge wallet forever. Burn the LUNC, burn the USTC, burn it all. Yeah, burn it all. So remember when me and Mr. Diamond Hands were at war as well a couple of years ago? And I said, all we have to do is talk it out. All we have to do is talk it out, guys and girls. We're not really at war with these people. All we're doing is disagreeing with the way we want LUNC to progress, right? And all we have to do is talk it out, and everything will be okay. And that's what happened, right? We haven't had a problem with Mr. Diamond Hand since. All you have to do is talk these things out. If we both care about the chain, then it shouldn't be a problem, right? It's the same thing with me and Christopher. If we care about the chain, nothing is gonna it won't be a problem, right? Nothing will be there's always gonna be solutions, right? If we both care about the chain, right? So understand that you can have differences, folks, but if you actually care, me and Happy Caddy Crypto, same thing. If you have differences, but you care about the chain, then all the problems phase away because you have more in agreement than you have in disagreements, right? And if you're all loving the chain, then it doesn't matter. Look how many people now talk about USTC being the most important thing. That I was the only one 2 years ago. People were telling me USC worthless. A lot of these people are not part of the community anymore, and we know why because they were here to destroy the community, pretending that they love the community. But all of the things that I was talking about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, almost everybody's now talking about Burns and USTC repay and USTC burning. Everybody's joined them. Everybody has come on board and said, "Oh yeah, that's what we were supposed to be doing 2 years ago, a year and a half ago." I was the only one screaming about this back then, though. I was by myself. Now everybody is for USTC burns. Everybody's now for USTC repay. Everybody's now for reducing the supply on USTC so that it can benefit LUNC and Luna 2.0. But go back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, most of these people were not for this stuff, man. They were like, "Yo, you crazy? Get off of USTC and just focus on LUNC." They couldn't understand it, but now they do. You see how time changes things? So you got to give people time to change. You got to give people time to be able to wake up, and that's what we did, right? We're not coming out here bashing, but look how much LUNC is in the shuttle bridge. I mean 255 billion LUNC tokens are in the shuttle bridge. And that's how much money is that? $22 million. Wow. So that's going to be burned after, I guess, October or at the end of October or November 1st. So look how many people have abandoned their own tokens in this ecosystem, right? They're not even coming over to unwrap their Luna. They're gone forever, right? And this is why I kept saying, like, why do we have to wait for these people that are gone, right? They abandon their properties, right? We come in to rebuild. We don't come in to babysit. We're not here to babysit. We're here to rebuild. So, um, and so nobody has unwrapped their lung under their Luna and swapped it for LUNC or USTC. 99% of the people that were holding Wrap Luna have not come over to the shuttle bridge to swap their tokens out. Isn't that crazy? So they have abandoned their own tokens in this project. So, and then look at the USDC, 176 million USDC ready to be burned as well. So that's awesome. All right, we just did the 46 million burn, and then we also did the 700 million burn, right? And now there's 176 million right here, and this doesn't even count the other wallets that have over a billion USTC tokens ready to burn as well. So it's incredible. So look, we had the 46 million USTC burn, and then we had the 700 29 million USDC burned, and now we have another 176 million USDC about to be burned, plus an extra 900, 800 to 900 million tokens that TFL have in other wallets that are going to be burned as well. So who's selling? So if you know that information and you know that big massive burns are coming for USDC, why would you be dumping USDC here? You know, it just tells you everything you need to know. Like, it's not us, it's validators. It's validators that are doing that because they're the ones that get most of the USTC through their commissions. All right, 20 million in burns today, and we have let me try to upgrade that. Okay, that's good. And then we have 32,000 in burn, 35,000 in burns today on USTC. All right, cool. And then we have 15.3834 ratio there. And Oracle Pool is no longer new, but I'm not sure why they keep putting that, but whatever. Shout out to Statement regardless. And Oracle Pool is there. We are under 100 billion on the Oracle Pool now. Community Pool is 7 billion. We're about to hit 15 million. And should we remove the USTC in the Oracle Pool? Oracle Pool 340 million USTCs in the Oracle Pool. Should we remove these rewards and so that we can repeg instead of diluting? They're probably laughing at us in private groups because they're like, these people want to repeg, but they're diluting at the same time. Like you can't, like, how does that work? You know? So, I mean, can you imagine these blockchain people in these private groups saying, all these people screaming about repay while they're diluting the crap out of USTC, right? So, yeah, I would love for us to stop, to put a freeze on USTC staking rewards, so that people can stop dumping it and then allow it to breathe and come up in value. That would benefit everybody holding USTC as well, right? And it will benefit LUNC as well because when USTC goes up, LUNC and Luna 2.0 go up. So if you actually want your tokens to go up, what you invested for, if you actually care about the chain, then that would be something smart to do. But and then once we get to a certain price, then you can turn it back on slowly. I mean, that's a more responsible way to do things if you're looking for a repay. But to say that you're looking for a repeg and then you're diluting the crap out of USTC at the same time is kind of like doesn't make sense, That's why I was thinking. I was like, why are we talking about repegging USTC and we're able to just dump the crap out of it every day because we're getting these staking rewards. Stop the staking rewards and let it breathe and let us repeg it and get it and set it at a good price and then turn back on staking rewards. So we have a nice big cushion and it also benefits the community as a whole. I don't understand. Like simple things like that, you like it's like, why aren't we doing any of this stuff? It's like doesn't make any sense. I'm not even a blockchain guy, and I'm thinking about all these simple things that we can do in the community to gain value, and the rest of the community just sits there and like, we're just gonna accept what we have right now, which is no value, basically no very low value, and continue to allow people to dump USTC at record levels here as they get their staking rewards and then scream about why it hasn't been repegged yet. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. We need to start making sense, 2.1 billion in staking added. We have people burning LUNC. Thank you guys so much for doing that. And nobody's burning USTC though. This is the one that people should be. If all of this was here, we would be in business. But nobody's still to this day, even with thousands of videos, nobody cares about burning USTC. It's just it's unbelievable how the mind works, you know. And it's unbelievable. The easiest thing that we can do as a group community is burn USTC. You want to be a billionaire by January? Just burn USTC, you know. And yet the whole community hears this, and then they go run and burn LUNC instead. It just tells you that people don't want to be wealthy. People don't want to be wealthy, folks. They want to have excuses. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Anyways, Ninja Node is 1.6 billion added. Wow. LUNC Live added 1.2 billion. Okay, Happy Cat Crypto lost 1.9 billion. Wow. All right, let's go down here to this and let's see what's going on. Miss signatures, 22 miss signatures here, and there's some new people here. But this, what is this? Like, this people are still missing signatures like crazy. I think this is just somebody that just playing around with the community. All right, let's get to the validators and wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Um, Once again, if you guys really want to get wealthy by January, all we have to do as a community is start burning you. Not burn LUNC, leave LUNC alone. It can burn on its own with a burn tax. That's why we got the burn tax for it. But the community starts to burn USTC. If we see that, the price will explode. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch from between now and the rest of the year. I've already made it clear, right? I'm gonna watch you guys. I'm gonna watch the community between now and the rest of the year, and I'm gonna know for a fact if you want to be wealthy. Because if the community doesn't go over and start burning USTC like they're doing LUNC on their own, because these guys are burning LUNC on their own, if they don't switch to USTC and understand that USCC is the key to this whole thing by now, not the 2 years of explaining this stuff, and not everybody else is saying the same thing now, then I'm going to know for a fact that these people don't want to be wealthy, right? So, you know what I mean? And I'll stop my videos. There's no need to do videos, right? I'll start doing other things. I'll start doing other videos and other things. You guys don't want to be wealthy. You guys want to do everything the long, hard way and the long way. Then that's fine. You can choose whatever you want to do, but we're not going to play in the year of action. Next year is the year of action. I will be taking action. Okay. This year is the year of patience, right? The year of patience and the first times ever. But next year's coded the end, and it's also the year of action. So I'm going to be watching the community the rest of this year. And I want to see if they start burning USTC and they start having burn parties and they start actually telling people to burn USTC, or they just keep ignoring USCC and just burn LUNC and they want to do things the hard way. So we'll see. We'll see what you guys do. All right, because you guys, people in the Telegram group, you guys on the Patreon, you guys on the 365 crew, and you guys in the Jesus is Lord crew, you guys in TC's crew, that whole LUNC and everything else, you guys in Prophet of Solomon's crew, and all these other crews that watch these videos on all over social media. You guys could easily start taking out $10, $5, $15, and burning USTC on your own, and get a whole bunch of people together to start doing that as well on a daily basis, weekly basis. So I'm gonna watch and see if this community actually cares about becoming wealthy. Because the first sign is actually taking action and actually burning the right token, which is USTC and not LUNC. Is gonna be okay once we take care of USTC. You guys are doing it the hard way. We want to start doing things the easy way. All right. All right. So that's it. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Here is the rest of the validators that are securing the blockchain. And shout out to all the validators securing the blockchain, even though some of them are evil. We get it, but they are securing the blockchain, so they are doing that for us, and that's important. Peace out. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.